Morning. Well, it's around 3:30 and I'm on my way to Ingleton, specifically the rocks above Ingleton. There's a mountain ridge, a mountain range, hill. I'm looking to get there for around 5:30. I'm parking up as close as I can get to it. I'm parking at a different place than I usually park. When I've parked before, it's quite a steep incline to get where I need to be. The other side looks a little gentler on a lay-by. As I say, it's probably a half an hour trip to get up there. I'm looking to get to the area with the lone trees. A bit of an oxymoron, but there are several areas with lone trees there. And there's a massive boulder, which I've seen before. I've never actually found it. Anyway, I'm looking to get there for around 6 o'clock. Leisurely ride. Sunset, well, let's see. According to a website I've used before, whose name eludes me, there is supposed to be some colour in the sky, but that's obviously dependent on cloud coverage. We shall see. Again, it's going to be a leisurely morning. I'm probably going to spend a couple of hours there. I may get down to Ingleton Falls. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the water flows are like down there. There's no rush. It's about a week, 6 days until we do our trip to Glencoe. A long weekend there. So again, I just thought I'd take the day off and have a drive up there. Get me camera finger in practice. Anyway, I shall see you soon. I'll probably check in when I get there and see how we go. Anyway, I will see you. Morning. Well, I've arrived at the location. Colour in the sky. I haven't found what I was looking for, and today I thought I'd take a different way up than the one I usually take. I thought it was a little less arduous. Well, I was wrong. The incline wasn't as bad as when I go up that way, but it was much longer than anticipated, and I can't seem to find the boulder I'm after. It might be in front of me, but I feel I'm chasing where it is. I didn't plan properly, and there's some nice colour in the sky. I've got some foreground interest, a little rock formation, which will be pleasing enough. I'm going for a wide angle, and I might even shoot a square crop with a rock in the middle to see how that works out. But there is some colour in the sky. I know I'm not, but I keep thinking I'm on the wrong bloody mountain. Anyway, I'm not. It's a lovely morning. I've just took my jacket off because I was sweating like nobody's business on the way up. Feeling good. Nice colour in the sky. I'm going to get the camera set up for the time lapse, and I'll get on with it. Some lovely rocks around here. Some lovely limestone. Yeah, and it's very quiet. And it's very grey over that way. I think it's going to be raining around 9 o'clock. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and get on with it, and I'll see you. Morning again. Well, that was a fleeting sunrise. Some lovely colour though, which is what was predicted from the website, excuse me, that I went on to have a look. Sorry. Bloody quiet. Yeah, which was predicted from the website that I went on. It's Sun X, I can never remember the name, but it actually predicted some nice colour, and there was some nice on the horizon. Again, just behind me, it was just, let's have a look, just around there, some lovely sunrise going across there. I said it was a slither of colour because the cloud above that is just about blanket grey light grey, but it was nice to get, and lovely to be here. I often feel these places should be packed with people, and I can see a rock right in front of me, which may have been the one that I wanted to go to. In fact, there are quite a few of them, and I could have just chased around trying to find out where I wanted to be, but I decided not to. I found somewhere and I went with it. Is it the best composition I could have got? No, it's not. But in future, I really need to learn to tag places on the maps that I use. There's really no excuse. The quality of the maps you can get nowadays, the quality of the geotagging, the quality of the place markers that you can use means it's simply no excuse for not being in the right location. I have no problems getting here on time. I always do that. I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. I was out at 3:30. I arrived on location for about 5:15, which was a good hour and 15 minutes before the sunrise, and I was just walking up the hill that way. The sun started to rise as it does, and the colour started to sprout. The colour started to come out, which is good. Often for me it is being here. When I first started photography, it was 10% taking the pictures and 90% processing the crap out of them, and boy did I produce some crap. Looking back at my old Flickr feed, there are some pictures that burn my eyes, they burn the room, they burn the computer. They're awful, but I've learned, and it's flipped. Now it's about 90% taking photographs and being with people and being in locations, beautiful locations like the one I'm in now, and like the one me and 18 members of Talk Photography are going to next Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Beautiful locations, great people, like-minded folk. Oh, getting cold. Like-minded folk, and then it's about 10% for me processing the photographs, which I'm probably doing myself a bit of a disservice, because I do produce some nice photographs. Morning again. I know it's around here somewhere, but I cannot find that bloody lone rock. It's somewhere. I've seen pictures of it. I'm looking high and low. No idea. I can sense it somewhere. Yeah. I think I'm getting a bit fatigued. Anyway, I found it, as you can see. And it's a bit special. You can get some nice angles. There's almost a face in the rock, which you probably can't see from that angle, and it has an Easter Island feel about it. You've probably all seen the Easter Island statues. Yeah, it has an Easter Island feel to it, but I will definitely be here. Unfortunately, there's some drizzle in the sky, and there isn't much cloud definition and contrast. I mean, that's probably the angle I would be looking at, somewhere around there, because there are some nice layers behind me, or even further this way. Getting, where have they gone? Getting them in square crop might work, low angle might work, but there's some lovely colour in the rocks, and this limestone is truly amazing. You almost can hear a T-Rex walking, the thud of the feet. Well, I've had plenty to eat, too much, I've had plenty to drink. It is only drizzle, and there's definitely some nice clouds over there, but there's that mist in the sky, but you know the rain's on its way. Just be listening to some music, which is a bit strange because it's so silent. And when you've got the music on, in a silent environment, it seems to amplify the sound. It's amazing how that rock changes there. Hardly any shape to it, not a lot of character from that side, but once you move round, the other sides, especially the further side away from me, it changes absolutely dramatically. Wonderful. So I'm going to hang round here. I'll do a 360 so you can see what is here. If you haven't been here, highly recommended. You've got Ingleton Falls just behind me. You have to pay for the car park. They don't take cards. Down, let me think. Yeah, I think it's behind me. You have this absolutely amazing lone tree. It's actually grown out of a rock and it's fractured the rock. It's hard to get a good competition because there's not a lot behind it apart from hills, so you can't get much separation, but it would be a special place for a bit of nighttime light painting if you could illuminate. There's lone trees everywhere, oxymoron. If you could illuminate at night time, that would be a bit special. Parking's a bit difficult. You've got to park and walk a fair way. There's a little chapel whose name eludes me a bit further down. I might have a drive to that today to have a look round. Cars parked about a mile that way, but I will definitely be here at some point during the summer. Yeah, for the sunrise. If I get the sunrise behind that, or the sunrise illuminating it from the left or right, anyway, really, that will be a bit special to get some nice warm orange light on that. Long exposures would work well as well. Basically anything apart from now. Sky is changing though. See ya. Well, that was amazing. Now there's a river down there. Usually I would have tried to get away around it or find some rocks to scramble over it straight through. In the words of the bard, I am fecking knackered. Fantastic morning, some lovely light, expected light, but it was there nonetheless. Slither, but lovely colour. Didn't last long. Dry as it was forecast. Quiet as you would expect. I've got one or two keepers, I think, which is always good. I've walked, let's have a look. I've walked about 9 kilometres. What's that? About six odd miles. Feels longer. I've walked 72 flights of stairs, which is strange, but there were some interesting inclines. Nice reference point. Found what I was after, which was the lone rock, which I'll be back to do that in future. Everything went to plan. I just didn't bring any cash. I've got my card but no cash, but not a problem. There's a garage back there. I'm going to have a mooch round further down. There's a chapel which I'm going to see if I can get into. If I can, that will cap off the day. Yes, I will sleep tonight. Anyway, I will see you.